You've got to let it go. You've got to release it and get it out there. You don't know what the future holds. This may be your legacy, what you leave for the world, that people can go back and discover who you were. Hi guys, I want to talk to you today about fear. I feel like fear stops us from so many opportunities, from so many great things in life, because we're afraid of the outcome. We're afraid to take that leap of faith. We're afraid to say what we feel. We're afraid to let people know. We're afraid to put our creativity out there because we're afraid people are going to judge it. We're afraid they're not going to like it. We're afraid what they're going to say. But there's such freedom in doing that thing that's burning in your heart, no matter what anybody else thinks of it. I attended a workshop Monday night, and it was about PR and how to get on TV and how to get interviewed for your book or your product or your practice or your business. And the woman said, the main mistake that I see coming from authors is that they come up to me and they say, I've wrote a book. Now will you help me promote it? And she says, it's too late. You needed to have started your PR campaign 6 months in advance. And I guess that's how the big budget, mainstream, big buzz around people do it. You start hearing about movies and they start showing little clips and little trailers months in advance, whetting your appetite. Same with authors. You start hearing about their book long before it comes out. But if you've got something burning in you, if you've got a message that you just feel like you need to get out to the world, and it's timely, it's for such a time as this, sometimes you just have to go for it. Sometimes you just have to take that leap of faith and put that message out when you feel it's meant to be put out. If you don't have the time, if you don't have the money to do a PR campaign with a 6-month rollout and everything else, and you feel like you can't release that short film or that painting, or you have to have a whole art gallery set up before you can show any of your paintings or pictures, or sometimes you just have to go for it. Sometimes you just have to put that piece of work out there. Sometimes you just have to release it. More will come. More. Someone might find it. It might end up at the right place at the right time. I just had lunch with a girlfriend who put this short film out. Didn't expect it to go anywhere, and it went viral. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't try to make it go viral. And many people, filmmakers and different people, would approach them saying, what did you do? What are your top tips for making a film go viral? And she had no control over it going viral. It just did. And then that fear set in because the people from the studio say, oh, you don't want your films on the internet. You don't want people to see your films in advance. If you're planning to make this into a feature, you can't have everybody seeing this and getting all that content out there. I know other writers that are afraid to put excerpts of their writing on the internet because they're afraid people are going to steal it and people are going to plagiarize, and whatever it is, whatever this scenario is, it's operating from a place of fear. And when we operate from a place of fear, it halts creativity. It stops it in its tracks. Fear becomes this chokehold. You want to hold everything inside, and then nobody can get the benefit of the gift that only you can offer. You've got a passion, a message, an art, something burning inside you. You've got to release it to the world and not be afraid of the consequences. It could lead to more things. It could lead to greater and bigger things. And my friend who got this advice that she needed to take her film down, she tried. She kept taking it down and deleting it, and other people would find it and they would post it, and she would be flagging it, take it down, take it, and she would be trying to take it down from every person that was putting it up. Her work touched, moved, and inspired so many people that she couldn't keep it off the internet because people would have downloaded it, found it, and put it back up. And then she saw it being translated into other languages. She didn't have the capacity to do, she didn't have the team or the staff to be getting it translated in all these other languages and for people all over the world to be able to enjoy it, it went on without her. And if she never put it out there to begin with, even if she ended up thinking it was a mistake, it wouldn't have had the impact. It wouldn't have reached the right amount of people. Maybe you put a work out there and no one has seen it. Maybe you did a short film or wrote a book or a song or something, and if it maybe had 20 people watch it. Does that mean it's not of value? Does that mean it's not worthy? Does that mean it should be taken down? No. It may have blessed somebody that you don't even know. You may have saved somebody's life who needed that message you had in their darkest hour, needed somebody who they could relate to, or you've been through something that they've been through and you got over it and you didn't really even know you were going to have that impact on them. You may never know the people that you've made a difference in, but it doesn't mean that your contribution is small just because you haven't had 10,000 people view it yet. You know, nowadays when we put work out there, it's a cumulative effect. You keep putting good work out there, the cream rises to the top. Content, everyone talks about content is king, but don't put out mediocre things for mediocre's sake. But if you've got something burning in you, you get it out there, and even if it doesn't take off right away, it doesn't mean it's not going to have a life later. Many times you'll keep putting more out there, putting more out there, putting more out there, and you find something that takes off. Then they go back and say, who is this person? What else have they done? And your other work becomes discovered. But don't wait, and hold those messages, hold that artwork, hold those films, hold those pictures, hold those portraits, hold that special gift that you were meant to create and share with the world. Don't keep it to yourself. It will be discovered one day. It will be found by the right people at the right time. And if it's burning within you to do, you've got to let it go. You've got to release it and get it out there. You don't know what the future holds. This may be your legacy, what you leave for the world, that people can go back and discover who you were. But if you keep it and hoard it and wait for the perfect timing, which there may never be the perfect timing, or you wait till you become famous or have money or be at some certain level to release what you have created, you've missed out on certain opportunities and touching people's lives and building loyal friends and fans and people who love your work that will keep supporting you level upon level, place upon place you go. I'm just saying, don't be afraid to put it out there. It may not have your turnout that you had hoped, but be proud of your work. It's better to have 20 loyal fans than 200 people that go, just try it. Put it out there. If you wait till it's perfect, then you put it out too late. Build as you go, learn as you go, improve, improve, improve. Don't be stuck in analysis paralysis where you think it has to be perfect before you release it into the world. What you have may be just the thing that another person needs to make a difference. You can make that difference. Put it out there. Hey there, it is Katherine Norland. I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys think that this video would bless somebody else or that they need to hear it, please hit the share button. And there's a little bell button too where you can be notified whenever I have a video that comes out so you don't miss a thing. I appreciate you guys. Remember, always live true, love hard, shine bright, and I will see you in the next video.